I thought Troy did a very good job of playing extremely hard and executing their system as well as any team that we played. It was very difficult and challenging for us to kind of get away from them. I think we got a spurt there at the end. I thought we did some nice things, but I still think we're a work in progress. I still think we show that we have potential to be a pretty good team, but we still have a lot of room for improvement. Not to take anything away from Troy, because I think they had a good season last year, and the coach is doing a great job. We have to learn to adjust to being a highly ranked team and getting everybody's best effort. That's a new place for this team. We're trying to get to a place that we never have been, and so sometimes trying to get there when you've never been there before is challenging. I thought that not only did Troy play exceptionally well, I thought they played very, very well because of the reputation that being nationally ranked brings to a team. And I think our guys probably got to learn how to adjust to that. And even though we played fairly well, we got to play better than what we normally would be playing. That's just kind of part of what that journey brings. That's positive. You like to be in that position. As a head coach, I still keep saying that I just hope we can continue to keep winning while we're developing. We had some good execution points, but when you turn the ball over like 11 times in one half, and I didn't think that their defense had that much to do with it. I think that we, were careless and made poor decisions with the ball. And when you play pretty good defense and move the ball offensively, but when you give the ball back to your opponents 11 times, you can't do that against the type of people that we're going to be playing against once we get in the conference play. So I'm pleased where we are. I'm keep staying grounded. We still got a lot of room for improvement, but I just hope we can keep chopping wood and getting better while we are developing.
Questions, please.
Or pleased with the second half execution, taking care of the basketball, than you were maybe a little disappointed in the first half turnovers?
We had some moments in the second half in spurts where I thought we got stops, deflection, steals, got out in transition, created some offense from our defense. I thought that on the offensive end, I like to see us do a better job getting the ball inside to our big guys. I'd like to see us do a better job attacking the basket and getting to the foul line. But those are areas where we have done a pretty good job. We just were not on point tonight. But I also think that our inexperienced players got some opportunity to go into the game. I thought they made some pretty good contributions. I like the development of Nelson. I think he gave us pretty good leadership. I thought his defense was excellent. Vassell maybe didn't have a lot of statistics, but I thought he and Polite held their own. And I thought that Gray gave us a pretty good contribution. Obviously, Fiondu continues to keep playing just like he's a starter. We have a 6-man starting team, I guess you might say, and he's contributing a lot. I still think we got a lot of areas where we got to continue. A lot of it's because we had 4 guys didn't practice last couple of days. Trent had stomped his toe and he didn't get in minutes. He didn't get a chance to practice at all. I didn't know Polite was going to play. He turned his ankle and he didn't practice the last couple of days. Gray had pink eye, so he was in quarantine for a little bit there. And Fiondu sprained his ankle as well. So we went into the game with guys who played who had not worked a lot in practice, and I thought we showed some signs of not being quite in sync.
It seemed like there are times where guys are maybe passing up open shots.
Oh, well, that's part of developing the confidence and the assurance that I'm making a good play. Now that's good because I think they're playing unselfish, not wanting to force any shots. But that's part of what I'm saying, an area where we got to continue to keep growing and developing. That maybe I'm not really certain that this is the right shot, you know. I mean, we talk about moving the ball and making a number of passes, and now we got to be able to adjust to that and still continue to have the level of confidence and not worry about things that you just got to play through them. And that's exactly some of the points I'm trying to make, that we're doing the same thing on offense and we're doing the same thing on defense. Defensively, you know, do I stay with my man? Do I rotate and give them opportunities to throw the ball to them? I mean, there's just a lot of indecision going on. I think it's in their head that they're just not quite sure they're making the right decision.
PJ's not one of those guys that may second guess a shot, but that shot, that three, after they cut it to 2, really seemed to kind of energize you all, and you played pretty well the rest of the way.
Well, that's another great point. I think PJ misses Phil, because Phil stretches the floor, and he has a guy that opens up the pass lane for people to penetrate, to kick it to PJ. And now what people are doing, they're kind of backing off a little bit, some of our guys, and tightening up on MJ and PJ, and that's causing him not to get as many good looks as he had been accustomed to. If you remember, a lot of times you would wonder, a guy shooting the ball that well, why does he seems to be always open? Well, now you haven't seen him get a whole lot of good looks as of late. The night he got some pretty good looks, they weren't quite as familiar, but most of them came out of transition or penetrate and getting kicked into the corners. And so that's what I'm saying. We still got to get everything back in sync. I think Phil, hopefully before too long, he'll be back, and we can start regrouping and putting that together.
You guys dominated the offensive glass. Just how pleased were you with the aggressiveness?
Like I said, I thought we had pretty good effort, and I thought that we shown signs of being aggressive on the glass. We were not consistent with it, you know, for the whole game. There were a couple of times where I thought Fee was the only guy going to the boards. I thought, we pointed them out in the huddle, in the timeout. But we like this team. We think we have pretty good potential. We just gotta keep working and getting better, because this is going to be you look at what we're facing in the ACC. You got a whole lot of teams that are doing the same thing we're doing.
Any more questions?
Thank y'all very much.
Coach.
Yes.